What's going on, guys? It's Kyle. Welcome to the Stock Goat YouTube channel. In today's video, we are going to be covering the SoFi stock. I've been really busy with work, so I haven't been able to film a lot of YouTube videos. But guys, we got a lot of good news heading our way today. We got some breaking news that SoFi will be making an appearance on Mad Money tonight with Jim Cramer. Some people ask, is Anthony Noto going to be on there? When have we ever had any person speak on behalf of SoFi besides Anthony Noto on CNBC? It's literally like 100%. Anthony Noto will be speaking tonight. So we'll get some updates on potentially that convertible note deal and hopefully put the end to a lot of bearish sentiment behind that convertible note. And also, guys, we got the Fed coming out today with making an announcement, potentially 3 rate cuts in 2024. As bullish news, some people are talking about no rate cuts, the entire year and stuff like that. But absolutely exploding on, small caps, fintechs, anything technology was just absolutely running hot today. So we got a little bit of good news on our side. So let's see if potentially tonight we can get some good news with SoFi on Mad Money. It's going to be in between 6 and 7 p.m. tonight. And hopefully that news begins to spread around because we've had a lot of bearish sentiment the past 2 weeks since they dropped that news on March 5th. So it's been about 15 days. And hopefully we can make our way past that. And we're going to be moving on to potentially Q1 earnings right around the corner, guys. So basically, I mean, we are literally 40 days away from a Q1 earnings, numbers. Okay. So just a matter of time before we hit back-to-back profitable quarters. SoFi will potentially be moving on to getting, inside of the S&P 500 with 4 profitable quarters in a row. And of course, hit the market cap, that they need to be in potentially to get into that S&P 500. So guys, a lot of good things are heading our way. Remember, after this convertible note news came out, SoFi made no changes to their guidance. So I expect continuous guidance raise all 4 quarters. And the numbers you saw in that Q4 investor presentation for 2024, I think we're going to absolutely smash those numbers like we did last year for 2023. So guys, I think SoFi, regardless of what happens with interest rates, they'll pivot to whatever business segment they need. And if you've seen the management, they haven't been really, talking about student loans anymore. Now that the student loans got approved, they're not really, talking about that and worrying about that any longer. So it looks like, that could be a option in the back half of the year if rates come down, a lot of student loan refinancing. I'm already starting to see more commercials with mortgages. So it looks like they're looking to really hammer down on mortgages this year. And of course, I don't think personal loans will see a decline. I think we're going to see a slight uptick. Now that you're seeing this convertible note hit the news, it looks like SoFi wants to capitalize on a lot of market share out there on that massive credit card debt. And I think the marketing for the NBA is going to really pay off. You will see those details 40 days from now. Okay, so a lot of people are selling this stock off, $7, $8, $9 range, selling for massive losses. Just saying this is a deadbeat stock, dead money, and that's been the case for a long time. But guys, there's been other companies just like an Nvidia stalled out for 15 years and then boom, absolutely exploded. After a 15-year pause. Okay, sometimes that's the way it goes for massive disruptors. And SoFi's only been in a pause for about 3 years or so. Okay, it could take off at any given moment. We're seeing a lot of other companies that hit the public markets back in 2020, 2021 just starting to take off. You're seeing Palantir take off finally after 3 years. You're seeing Robinhood take off with the Bitcoin sentiment behind it. And I think, there's a lot of good things happening for SoFi. And if we continue to see record numbers, profitability continues to increase, the Bears don't have much left in the fuel. If you've just been listening to the headlines, I mean, they're down to like their last, breath, guys. I mean, I just keep hearing, uptick in defaults. And management has came out and said that they see that number in the first half of the year, potentially, hitting a brick wall and coming back down. So, guys, there is not a lot of bearish headlines to go around any longer. Okay, if Anthony Noto comes out and covers this convertible note on why it's bullish, rate cuts in the back half of the year, back-to-back profitable quarters, we are right where we need to be to just absolutely, finally take off and see this stock, really see a change in price. Okay, I think this stock could still easily be a $20 stock by the end of the year, guys, just on a price to sales multiple. And then in the next 1 to 2 years, we can start to go off of a PE ratio when they get 4 quarters of sustained profitability. Then we'll start looking at a PE ratio. But right now, I don't think that's the time for that. I think we need to continue to see market share gain and, just take over the competition. So, guys, if you find any of this information useful, be sure to smash the like button, drop a comment. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. We're going to be keeping you updated daily on all the breaking news. Let's get into the video. All right, guys, you can see Fed holds rates steady and maintains 3 cuts coming sometime this year. This is very bullish for the market, specifically unprofitable names, fintechs, small caps. But of course, SoFi is still in that small cap fintech category, but we have hit profitability, and that is a big weight off our shoulders. And the stock has been selling off, on some news after they guided for full year profitability with this convertible note. So hopefully we get the end of this convertible note news tonight. And guys, you can see right here, Kramer's San Francisco exclusive interview. So this is a big one. This is on the NVIDIA GTC conference. You can see SoFi's right here, 6 to 7 p.m. Who else has spoke for the behalf of SoFi besides Anthony Noto? You're going to see Anthony Noto tonight. We don't know exactly what they're going to be talking about, if this is a partnership or news, but I think you're going to see a segment covering the convertible note FUD, okay? So that's because Kramer called out Anthony Noto a couple of days ago and said, come on the show, explain what this is all about. So you're going to see probably a 2 to 5 minute segment, on this convertible note. And if it's, good news, it's bullish. If it's bad news, hey, we're going to continue to sit around these levels until we get to the next earnings report. Now, guys, take a look at SoFi today. It was just hovering early in the morning, pre-market down a little bit, up a little bit. And then you got the Fed meeting announced on the rate cuts, Jerome Powell. And you can see we're up about 5.1% right now. And if you guys want to look at the, puts and calls and see, what the market makers, the bears are. Remember, guys, overall short interest is potentially at new all-time highs from what we've been hearing, like up from 17, 18 to potentially 20% plus. So, guys, if you take a look at the calls for this week and you just look at the open interest, the change, I'm going to be honest with you. Retail, from what I'm seeing, retail is not buying a lot of new additional calls. Like, they may have had a lot of calls that they bought over the past year, a couple of months just for this week. But if you just look at the open interest change, like the plus, look at this, guys, 1,300, 500, and 500 on the open interest on these $7, $6.50, and $6 calls. So not a lot of changes for bullishness, playing short-term calls this week, which is what I like to see. But if you come over here to puts, guys, I'm seeing a lot of greed. Just look at these $7 puts right here, guys. Plus 5,700 open interest change. And then look at the 650 puts right here, guys. Plus 2,000. So, guys, I know we bag on a lot of retail playing short dated calls, getting wiped out. But, guys, I mean, there's a lot of greed down here, guys. And, of course, we don't know exactly who bought and who sold these. But I'm just showing you the overall open interest is just in an uptrend dramatically. 5,700 plus on the $7 puts. And then if you just go back over to the calls, look, 1,300, 500, and a 500 ad. So very, very small on the calls, but the puts are outrageous. Look at this, guys. 97,000 open interest on the 650 calls right here. So, guys, someone is just getting really greedy down here. Some type of nasty, bears. Just absolutely crazy open interest on these puts down here. And acceleration in open interest. And, guys, what you need to realize is when this convertible note news was made, wherever the stock was trading at, you got to realize that the convertible note is worth, $800 million, assuming the worst case scenario of getting that, 800 million just diluted into the stock that given night. The stock would have maybe dropped around $1, $1.20 or something like that. And the stock, whatever level it was trading at. But, guys, with the decline that we had, down into the mid 680s or whatever that was, we lost over $2.5 billion in stock value after this news was made. So, guys, you're talking like literally almost tripled of what the actual dilution would be if it, happened immediately. So, guys, this is massive, massive overblown news. And this was on top of no guidance changes. SoFi doesn't have that Bitcoin exposure when, Bitcoin stocks were dropping. So I just believe the selling was, overblown dramatically. I mean, maybe the stock should have dropped, to the high 7s, low 8s. But, guys, it got, crazy, crazy overblown. And it looks like Anthony Noto wants to come out and cover exactly what the reason behind this was. So just understand right now, with this price value, you're talking double to triple the dilution of what it actually would have been, at the a day of the announcement. We made the video. I want to say I really do appreciate it. I enjoyed doing this video for you. Once again, my name is Kyle. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to smash the like button, drop a comment. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Have a great day.